Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and welcome today to Salford Central. Today's plan is we're going to be heading up to Preston via Bolton. We're going to be doing stations along that line. Currently we're here at Salford Central. We're not actually, we will be coming back to this one later at the end, but we're starting here. First station we're visiting today will be Salford Crescent, but hopefully we'll be back here later on to finish the video. Got 158756. Would start it here normally, the video, but I'll tell you in a second. But time hasn't really been on my side this morning, so it was a bit of a mad evening, but explain more later. Head on this train, we go to Salford Crescent and we'll start there. Update you soon. Right, welcome to Salford Crescent, where we are going to start today's video properly. Departing out now is 158756, heading off on a northern service, which is the 0803 service to Wigan Wallgate from Leeds. So there goes that one. So welcome to today's trip. In this video we will be heading to Preston. We will be visiting pretty much all stations in between here and Preston. That does include Clifton, so good news there. Here we have 331016 heading to Manchester Airport. Along with 331023. Probably be seeing a lot of these today because we're going to be on their line, but yeah, there's probably a few others as well. We'll see Transpennine Express quite a lot today as well, because we're going to be on their neck of the woods. Anyway, we'll talk about the station in just a moment. If you do check out any updates on trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group, and also check out my Instagram at KTBBits. So without further ado, let's begin today's episode of Every Platform I Cannot Talk, here at Salford Crescent. Enjoy. Right, about there is the 331s heading to Manchester Airport. So we'll start with Salford Crescent today. We will be revisiting Salford Central hopefully later. Not a big deal if we don't get it done today, because it's very easy to do. This station is located in Greater Manchester in Salford. Station was opened in 1987, about a mile away from Salford Central, so it's very close, literally around the corner basically. It's about 2 miles out of Manchester Piccadilly and 1.75 miles out of Manchester Victoria. Consists of a single island platform, as you can tell from the way it looks, and the station is near the University of Salford, between the Peel Park and Frederick Road campuses. It's also a point of a split in the Manchester to Preston line, with the local services running on to Manchester Victoria and long distance services going to Manchester Piccadilly via the Ordsall Lane Junction even. It's also part of the line between Manchester and Southport, and frequently used as an interchange. And they did upgrade the station in 2007 because of massive overcrowding. In 2012 improvement work started, and then in 2013 the sort of bigger station that it is now opened. So yes, right, that is Salford Crescent done. Our next station is Kearsley, so I'll update you when our train arrives. Okay, arriving in now is the 0816 Northern Service to Southport from Stalybridge. We've got 769434 on this one, and then we're taking this to Kearsley. We'll update you when we get there. Right, we're now here at Kearsley as two sprinters just rushed right past, heading towards Manchester. So that's 769434. Heading off to Southport from Stalybridge. So welcome to Kearsley. The station serves the villages, it serves a few villages actually, of Stoneclough, or Stoneclough, I think that's how you say it. I think it's Stoneclough. Preston and Ringley, all located in Greater Manchester. The station was originally named Stoneclough. Station was staffed until the 90s, and there was an old station building that was here, but unfortunately fell victim to an arson attack in the 1990s, as did quite a few stations on this line actually. In the spring of 2015 they also replaced the pedestrian rail crossing with a footbridge. Did they? I can't see it. And the platforms were rebuilt, so this is kind of rebuilt platforms apparently. There is a platform extension at the far end, I can tell, but yeah, there isn't a lot really to tell about the station. It's also very quiet, but it does serve some little villages, so I'm not surprised. The next station we're going to is Clifton. We're going to change over onto the other platform to get a Stalybridge service there, so update you shortly. Okay, yeah, it does look like it did actually get replaced, because this is actually what they're talking about, is down here, I think, through here. But it's basically like a little subway mixed in with a bridge. So he did replace it, but because it was a pedestrian rail crossing before that. So yeah, you can tell work's been done here, but I don't know how long ago it was last done, but hey ho, update when we get our train. Okay, so change of plan. Unfortunately the train to Clifton has been cancelled due to a train fault. So that one train a day, well there's two trains a day, but the first one has been cancelled. Hopefully the second one isn't, because we're going to try and figure out going back to get it later. We'll see how we get on, but for now we're going to get the 513 Bee Network service from here to Farnworth. Update you soon. Just on a Bee Network E200 MMC just at the moment, about to head into Farnworth bus station, which is right here. There's another yellow Bee Network E200 MMC there as well. Even says Enviro 200 on the back. Really, to be fair, I think that's engraved on there. It's part of the design. 73 plate, which we're also on. We're on a smaller one though. I'm used to these because I have them every day to work. Little ones anyway. Update you soon when we get to Farnworth station. Right, welcome to Farnworth station. We'll talk about this station in just a moment. This station is served hourly, so the Stalybridge to Southport services, they're the ones that call here. I have noticed they're operated by 769s, it looks like quite a lot, which, given that there's been a few cancellations due to train faults, I'm not surprised, because 769s aren't exactly the most reliable trains ever. Like, really not reliable. So yeah, well, so the plan was basically to go to Clifton. Didn't happen due to obviously the cancellation to the train, so we're going to head to Moses Gate from here. As for Farnworth itself, it serves the town of Farnworth in Greater Manchester. Did have several name changes before the present name was adopted in 1974. Was named Tunnel because of the Farnworth Tunnel. Built in, it closed in 1841, reopened in 1845 as Halshaw Moor. 1852 it was called Halshaw Moor and Farnworth, and in 1870 it was called Farnworth and Halshaw Moor, and then it got renamed to Farnworth, and it's been like that ever since. So yes, obviously the tunnel is just to the southeast of the station, right there. It was formerly called well, no, it wasn't formerly called anything. There was intended to be a cutting here, but a tunnel was substituted. It was dug from both ends and also from a shaft at the centre, but because of the nature of the ground, it was really difficult to dig, apparently. So yeah, anyway, so that's Farnworth done. We're going to head to Moses Gate. Update you soon. Right, passing through there was 802, I think it, yeah, heading through there was Transpennine Express service, heading off to, I think it's Manchester Airport. 802 is doing from Scotland. I didn't know that, but that's interesting if they are doing that. Where are we? Farnworth, aren't we? If it loads, which it never seems to do that when you want it to. Yeah, it's Edinburgh Manchester Airport, formed of 802.218. So yes. Okay, next train to arrive is the 0925 Northern service from Stalybridge to Southport, which we're taking to Moses Gate, and it is two 150-1s. And of course, the front of it, 150, 118. And it's 113 at the rear. As iconic 150-1s go, this one and 123 are there, but where's 120? Right, now made it to Moses Gate, and find out now it's two 150s. It's 150 118 and 150 113. Welcome to Moses Gate Station. Here it is, and I will update you shortly. Okay, Moses Gate serves the Moses Gate suburb of Farnworth. This is a station in Farnworth, in basically, well, it's in the metropolitan borough of Bolton, still in Greater Manchester. Until the 70s, the station was quite important on the line between Manchester, Victoria and Bolton, with Sunday service and high patronage. A lot of people used to visit here, but due to clearance of much housing in the area, the use has declined. It's also the nearest railway station to a funny name for a village called Little Lever. It's a little village nearby. Moses Gate's the nearest station to it. And again, this station was another one of those that was arson attacked in the 1990s, so used to have a station building but now does not. Services in 2017 were also suspended here due to a damaged road bridge near the station. A fractured water main caused part of the embankment and retaining wall supporting the bridge to collapse onto the track and damage both the bridge supports and the road surface. Just whilst I've yapped on there, we've got another train. This one is another 150-1. It is 150 143 heading to Blackburn. I think that one is from Rochdale. So we're going to head over to Bolton now, next station, and we're going to get a bus there. Update you soon. Right, there goes a street deck micro hybrid 343320. It's a 20 plate, operated by Bee Network. We're now here in Bolton, and we're now going to head to Bolton Station, so I'll update you in a minute. Alright, welcome to Bolton Station. Here we are. It's a massive station. I've never been here before. It's my first time here, amazingly. This station is probably the most important station beyond Manchester towards Preston. It isn't Preston or Manchester. Station is mixed in with Bolton Interchange, what it's officially known as. Excuse the noises. How very random. Which is a bus station basically, mixed in. which Bee Network serve, Transdev serve, Stagecoach serve, I think Arriva serve as well, but I could be wrong there. I know those, the first three definitely do. We'll talk more about the facts about the station in just a minute. It's got 4 platforms, 5 platforms even. I don't know how many of them are actually in use, but you get services to Southport here, Blackpool North. Transpennine Express do call here about 5 to 6 times a day going to Scotland, but when they're here they're pick up only going to Scotland, and drop off only, or set down only officially, as you want to use the railway jargon, going towards Manchester. So you can't actually get the train from Bolton to Manchester using Transpennine Express. So yeah, I'll update you in a minute. Right, we're now here. So at Bolton, serves the town of Bolton in Greater Manchester. There are frequent, we've already talked about services, but yeah, I think I've just gone through all the facts basically about this station actually. So we won't actually, this is interesting because Bolton is also where the 769s change power, because I believe it's diesel beyond here going to Southport. So yes, could be wrong though, but I think that's what the case is. And then it's electric to Manchester where they put the pantograph up. Anyway, here's our train. This is the 0954 Northern service to Blackpool North. We're going to be taking this to Horwich Parkway. It's 331109. So we'll update you when we get to Horwich Parkway. Right, we're now here at Horwich Parkway. And off goes 331109, heading out on the 1004 Northern service to Blackpool North from Manchester Airport. So we'll talk about this station in just a moment. It is another Parkway station cleared off the list, which is good, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Horwich Parkway station, serving the town of Horwich and suburb of Middlebrook in Greater Manchester. Station is 16 miles west of Manchester Piccadilly on the Manchester to Preston line, which we are now on, and the station is close to junction 6 of the M61, which adds to its convenience as a what's known as a park and ride railway station. It opened in 1999 as a park and ride railway station. It's the only railway station owned and managed by Transport for Greater Manchester as well. This one is purely managed by them. It's the only one to be so. It was built in 2007, and it's also the railway station for the sorry, I say it was built in 2000. A ticket office was built in 2007. And the station is the railway station for the University of Bolton Stadium, home of Bolton Wanderers, which is right outside the station, Bolton Wanderers ground. And also the Middlebrook shopping centre, leisure complex, is also near here. But that's of less, maybe of some significance, but Bolton Wanderers, big significance. This station is the closest one. So we're going to get a bus from here, the 127, Stagecoach operated, and take it to Blackrod. So I'll update you soon. Right, as of course I was going to do, right out here is the University of Bolton Stadium. There it is, home of Bolton Wanderers. Horwich Parkway is literally just down the road. So yes, that is definitely the football stadium. First time seeing it as well, so I can say I've seen it, which is good. Yeah, so we shall head to Blackrod now and go from there. There's also a coach down there by Go Goodwins, don't know why. Right, we're now here in Blackrod and heading out. It's the 127 heading to Chorley. That's the Scania E400. Gold interior. With a gold spec interior, which was lovely. Right, we're going to head to Blackrod station next, and we'll update you shortly. Right, welcome to Blackrod station. Currently here. Oh, train's 2 minutes late now. So we've got 4 minutes here, so that's all right. So this station serves Blackrod. We actually weren't meant to make this train, but we've made it, so things are working out quite well. We're 3 hours ahead of plan due to that cancellation at Clifton, so we are hopefully going to get back there today, which is good news. But we will see how that transpires as the day goes on, because something could easily mess this up, but we have got 3 hour leeway now, so that's really good. In terms of the station itself, Blackrod serves the towns of Blackrod and Horwich. It's actually closer to Horwich than Horwich Parkway is, this station, which is funny. It was once the junction for a short branch to serve the original Horwich station as well. Closed to passengers in 1965, and Horwich Locomotive Works sold in 1988, after which the line was closed and lifted as well. So the line went through to the Locomotive Works as well. Until the 1980s, Blackrod had a really poor frequency of service, but for many years it has been a very popular commuter station, so therefore it's hourly, but it used to have a really bad service here apparently. So and until recently it did have a signal box, the only one that was on the entire Manchester to Preston route. Outlasted all the others, but now obviously it's been moved to the Piccadilly Signalling Centre, and it got abolished in 2016, 2013 even, and it was demolished and decommissioned. So decommissioned, demolished, let's talk chronologically there. So that is Blackrod done. Very nice looking station. You can tell it kind of feels like it's in the middle of nowhere, but it isn't. It does serve two big towns, Horwich and Blackrod. Well, not big towns, but they're towns. Don't know how big they are. And our next station is Lostock, so I'll update you soon. Right, arriving in now is the 10:42 northern service from Blackpool North to Manchester Airport, which is going to be 331013. And 014 numerical order, 013 and 014. We'll take this to Lostock and we'll update you shortly. Right, so we're now here at Lostock, and the partner now is the 2331, 013 and 014. Heading to Manchester Airport from Blackpool North. So welcome to Lostock. We'll talk about this station in just a moment, and we'll go from there. We are running 3 hours early now on the plan because we made that train, so things are working out quite well at the moment. Three 33112 there, heading out to Blackpool North from Manchester Airport. So I'll update you shortly. So we're on a ex-Plymouth City bus, believe it or not, B7 early right Eclipse 2 heading to Bolton. Sorry we didn't get much footage at Lostock. Got 331112 heading out. I will do the facts about Lostock when we get to Bolton in a bit. But yes, it was a bit of a brief visit because I just had to deal with something, so yeah. Yeah, we'll head to Adlington next from Bolton. Right, we're back at Bolton now, and 15145 is heading out. Heading off to Southport, that one. So we're back at Bolton. Apologies, I didn't get much footage at Lostock when we were there, but I did get a shot of the station to show that we did get off the train there and everything, so that's all good. But in terms of the station itself, I thought I would add the facts about Lostock to make sure that we are including it somewhat. So yes, so the station serves the suburbs of Heaton and Lostock in Bolton. Built for the Liverpool and Bury Railway in 1852, it was closed in 1966 and then reopened on a smaller scale in 1988. The surrounding area is named Lostock Junction, and the station is referred to as such by many local people. Network Rail's location map uses the same name, Lostock Junction, and this is similar to the situation in London where Clapham Junction is actually in Battersea, and the surrounding area is taking the name of Clapham Junction itself. But Lostock's town is actually over a mile to the station, so yes. Okay, arriving in now is the 11:48 Transpennine Express service to Glasgow Central from Manchester Airport. This one's calling here at Bolton. And we have 397-006. Okay, back to the part now is the 11:48 Transpennine Express service to Glasgow Central. I pronounced it Glasgow Central. It's really weird. I can't. It's not normally how I say it. Glasgow Central. That one goes. So we're going to wait here at Bolton and head to Adlington, our next station. Right, arriving in now is the 12:22 Northern service to Blackpool North from Manchester Airport. We're going to take this out to Adlington. Had just about an hour here at Bolton just to eat and catch up on, well, just have a bit of a break, have some food. 331014. I think this is 014 and 013 again. We had this one earlier, I think. So update you when we get to Adlington. Right. There goes 331014 and 013. Sorry about the late start to the clip there. It just kind of I pressed the wrong button on my GoPro. That's what happened. No technical problem there, other than my own. Welcome to Adlington Lancs. We've now been to both the Adlingtons, as we went to the Cheshire one on one of the original Cheshire Day Range at every platform. So now we're at the Lancashire one, and we'll update you shortly. Right, passing through now here at Adlington. We have got a Transpennine Express service heading towards Preston. It's an Edinburgh service from Manchester Airport. Now, we'll just talk about some facts about the station just whilst we're on the subject. So Adlington, I said Edinburgh facts, didn't I? Adlington facts. I can't remember what I just said there. Anyway, so yeah, facts about this station.
From the edge of platform 2, the approaching train is not scheduled to stop at this station.
The train's just gone by, delayed announcement. Anyway, so this station serves the town of Adlington in Lancashire. 15th of June 1837 by an Act of Parliament. This station was the line constructed a link with the Manchester from Preston, and this station opened with it. So by December 1841 the line had reached Chorley, and Adlington station opened to take over from Rawlinson Bridge. So majority of services on the Blackpool route are operated by 6 carriage 331s, as you've seen. And until mid 2023 the front 4 coaches could only fit, but now all 6 can fit. But there is issues with the ASDO system and the doors, the selective door opening system that is, and the doors in the 6th coach still don't open. So that's what I believe is still the case, but they might have changed it since then. So yes, that is Adlington. We've visited both the Adlingtons now, so that's good. And our next station is Chorley. We're going to get a bus from here, operated by Stagecoach, to Chorley. Update you soon. So we're just off in Chorley bus station now. This bus station is one of the busier ones. We just got off this bus here, it's Stagecoach 400 MMC. There's a Bee Network E200 MMC here and a January 400 on the 127 to Horwich Parkway, Middlebrook is basically where it is. It's also a Tyres, what looks like an ALX 400, stood right outside the station, which looks outside the bus station, which is really nice. So yeah, I'll update you shortly. This is Chorley bus station. Right, we're now here in Chorley. Just departing out is a pair of 331s heading to Blackpool North. 331016 through here, didn't get the front unit unfortunately. We just arrived, that wasn't our train, but we are waiting for another one. So we're here now at Chorley. This station is mixed just across the road with Chorley Interchange, which is a bus station which you've just seen. The station is built quite interestingly. I believe it's built over the original station, I think, or built over something original. Anyway, I'm gonna have a look. But yeah, the station is quite it's 2 platforms. Transpennine pass through here, and it does get a few extra stoppers because I believe some of the Windermere services and things like that, they stop here as well.
Yeah, the Windermere and Barrow services do.
Yeah, I thought they did. So yeah, I'll update you shortly. Right, passing through, we've got a 397 heading to Glasgow Central. From Manchester Airport. So Chorley station since 2004 has been linked to Chorley Interchange, the bus and coach station. The current railway station is a modern version from the 1980s that was built on top of the original station, so yes, I did think so. The level of the old platforms can be seen under the existing station's 2 platforms, which are connected by an underpass. The initial station was opened in 1841 by the Bolton and Preston Railway, which later became part of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, and was subsequently served by the Lancashire Union Railway between St Helens, Wigan and Blackburn. And the level crossing at the south end of the station was removed, and the signal box was moved to the Ribble Steam Railway in Preston. So yes, there's a couple of facts for you about Chorley station. And we're now going to head to our next station, which is Buckshaw Parkway. So another parkway station. Update shortly. Right, arriving here is 331109.
Oh, was it in the same unit we had earlier?
Now leaving Chorley, and we're going to head to Buckshaw Parkway, our next station. And we'll update you when we get there. Not too far now. Alright, we're now here at Buckshaw Parkway. So 195s have just gone past. Probably heading to Manchester Airport from Barrow and Furness or Windermere, or both. Probably joined up, so there's 6 coaches. So anyway, here we are at Buckshaw Parkway. Train is just heading off. This is a relatively newer station in comparison to a lot of the others, opening in 2011, I believe. It is 331109 taking it away, heading off to Blackpool North from Manchester Airport. So yes, this opened in 2011 on the, so this actually is near Exton Junction, which is where the West Coast Main Line joins up. It's one of Exton's 2 railway stations, being in Buckshaw Village, with the other one being Bolshaw Lane, which we're heading to in a minute. Formerly the Royal Ordnance Factory between Chorley and Leyland also used to be a station as well. It's close to the site of the 4-platform Chorley RF Halt, which was closed in 1964 and remained virtually intact until the 1970s, but was finally cleared in the 2000s. Journalists were actually here on the first day as well, seeing the first day of service perfectly on time apparently. And it gained planning permission in 1999. It was put on hold due to a funding shortfall, but it was announced in 2009 that another £3.3 million had been put into building this station, that had been allocated to Lancashire County Council, and yeah, and thus Buckshaw Parkway was born.
2012, I think.
Huh?
I think
2011.
2011.
Yeah. So from here we are going to bus it to Exton Bolshaw Lane. So we are sort of deviating away from the Manchester to Preston line for a short period of time as we go onto the West Coast main line, just for
one
station, three stations really, because we're finishing at Preston. So yeah, we'll update you shortly. Stagecoach Enviro 200 noises, as always. We are off an Enviro 200 because it never changes. We're now here in Bolshaw Lane bus stop, which is right outside the railway station. We'll head in, update you shortly. Right, welcome to Exton Bolshaw Lane. The station is one of 2 railway stations in Exton in Lancashire, the other one being Buckshaw Parkway. It's a local station on the Blackpool North to Liverpool Lime Street route on the stretch between Wigan and Preston. The use of Bolshaw Lane in the station's name was added at the time of opening at the request, or at the behest I should say, of Lancashire County Council, which was the main station's sponsor and funder, in view of the possibility at some future stage of the opening of a station on the site of the Royal Ordnance Factory at Exton, and to distinguish itself. But it's not happened, but they kept the name, so that's where we're at with this station. And it's obviously just to avoid a subsequent name change sort of later on in the future. That's kind of what they were going for, but still only got the 2, so right. So this station is one of the only stations we're visiting today on the West Coast main line. Sorry, I was just moving up the way of someone as I walked down there. Yeah, so Leyland being the other one, we're off to Leyland next, and then we're going to Preston, and then we are indeed going to Clifton, because we actually managed to work out we're early enough that we can get back in time. So that is the plan from now. So next stop for us will be Leyland. Right, arriving now is 331031. This is our train. We're going to be taking it to Leyland. Update you soon. Right, we're now here at Leyland. The spelling out is 331031. That is the 1526 Northern service to Blackpool North from Manchester Airport. Here we are. Sorry, that's not from Manchester Airport. Sorry, that was from Liverpool Lime Street to Blackpool North. That one is. Here we are at Leyland. 4 platforms here. All 4, I believe, are used. Yes, they are. Where we're on at the moment is platforms 1 and 2. 1 is for Liverpool to Blackpool North. 2 is for Blackpool North to Liverpool. 3 is for Manchester Airport to Blackpool North via Chorley, and 4 is for Blackpool North to Manchester Airport, also via Chorley, and then eventually via Bolton as well. So all of them are used. I have filmed it before as well and done a spotting video here once, I think. So yeah, right, we'll cross over the footbridge and we're gonna make our way to the next station on plan, Preston. Update you soon. All right, passing through now, we've got a 195 heading, 2 195s heading to Windermere. 195 125, 195 120 heading to Windermere from Manchester Airport. Right, upon us now is the 1535 Northern Service to Liverpool Lime Street, which is 331102. Next call at Exton Bolshaw Lane. Then it'll go to Wigan, and then it'll go via St Helens and Huyton before getting over to Liverpool. So yes, I believe it goes straight from Huyton to Liverpool Lime Street, but I could be wrong. It might do a few other stops. Anyway, update you shortly. Right, passing through now, we've got a Pendolino heading to Glasgow Central. 390011 with a nice little tone there as well. So just wanted to sort of stay here quickly to see that. So we'll just talk about Leyland quickly before we disappear and make our way over to the bus stop to head to Preston. We're getting a bus to Preston from here. So this station, like I say, I have filmed that here before. Serves the town of Leyland in Lancashire. It was formerly called Golden Hill because it's near, it actually serves the area of Golden Hill. The name of the street and area in which the station is based, but renamed Leyland soon after opening, and was built in 1838 with only 2 platforms, but now has 4. It's just south of Preston on the West Coast Main Line, and it's the approximate halfway point between Glasgow and London. Some 198 miles in either direction. First North Western ran services to Blackpool from London Euston, which called here at Leyland back in the 1990s. Discontinued due to low passenger numbers, and it's now very much a commuter station, Leyland is. So yeah, there are no long distance mainline services calling at the station now. It's just Manchester and Liverpool, and obviously to Blackpool. So yeah, you've got to change at Preston now, or Wigan. Anyway, so we're going to make our way to Preston now. I'll update you soon. Right, so we're just off an Enviro 300 there, on the 111 from Leyland to Preston. Also, Blackpool Transport just turned up on the 74 from Blackpool, from Fleetwood even. So yeah, very busy here. It's a mini MMC as well, with properly made up interiors, which is really, really nice. And also Preston Bus as well. They have their own company operated by Ritala, who also own Diamond. So, and also a Scania E400 on the 2A. Anyway, so enough about that. We're going to head to Preston Station, update you from there. Right, welcome to Preston Station. Here we are. Absolutely huge station. This is the busiest station we're visiting today. In contrast, this station and then the next one we visit is a huge contrast. This one's incredibly busy, and the next one we visit is going to be really quiet. So yeah, that's something. We'll talk more about this station when we head in, but wanted to first of all just sort of note the massive, sort of really lovely building that sort of precedes the station. Really, really nice. Right, I'll update you shortly. Right, we've now reached Preston. 15121 is here at the moment, ex GWR one. It's going to be heading on the 1624 to Colne. Nice little throwback to being here on the East Lancs trip with I think it was 2 150-1s and 2 156s on that day. That was fun. Anyway, so this station is one of the busiest stations in the country without any ticket barriers as well. York is another one, but this one is also like incredibly it's just known for, yeah, it doesn't have any ticket barriers. I'm amazed it doesn't, but it doesn't, given it's Avanti managed and everything as well. Anyway, beside the point, quite a lot of lines go off from here. Blackpool, north and south. Also the line to Colne, East Lancs line. Also the line to Ormskirk from here. That also runs from here. And also, of course, the main West Coast main line going up to Scotland via Lancaster being the next stop from here going north, and of course going south it would be going south it would be Wigan, Northwestern. Also of course the line via Chorley, and also the Blackpool North to York services that also go from here. They take the East Lancs line as well, and they go via Burnley and make their way that way to Bradford. So yes, it is a very good station to film at. It's fantastic. I won't ramble on too much. You'll see how good Preston is. I don't need to do facts because everyone knows how good Preston is and knows pretty much everything about it. So let the station speak for itself. Update you shortly. Alright, going on now is a pair of 331s heading to Manchester Airport. 331011 and 025. We've decided on the way to Preston, back to Clifton, we're going to change at Bolton and get a TPE 802 from here to Bolton, because there is one on the route and it is calling here soon. So yeah. Okay, departing now is the 1624 Northern service to Colne, starting here at Preston. Heading to Colne. Right, got a little surprise for you next. Something is turning up. You'll see what it is in a minute. Right, arriving in now is the Midland Pullman, operating a locomotive services from Blackpool North to Perth, I believe.
Yeah, Perth.
It's going a long way. Oh, good to see this again. I'll update you shortly. That was incredible. Honestly, don't care about a 66 when you've just seen the Midland Pullman. Wow. BP 185 Hellfire as always. Brilliant. Right, onwards to Bolton. Right, arriving in now is the 1648 Transpennine Express service to Manchester Airport. Presumably from Edinburgh, I think.
Yeah, from Edinburgh.
802-218. We saw this one earlier today. We are going to take this to Bolton.
You know what? Sorry.
Update you soon. Okay, we're back at Bolton and departing now is 802-218, heading off to Manchester Airport from Edinburgh. Right, onwards to Clifton now. We're going to head over to Salford Crescent, and once we get there we're going to visit Clifton, and at the end we'll get back to Salford Central where we'll finish up, so I'll update you soon. Right, arriving in now is the 1718 Northern Service to Rochdale from Blackburn. This is going to be our train to take us to Salford Central.
408 is at the rear.
Yeah, so it's 156464 and 408. 408 is XEMR, 464 is a Northern unit.
I have some things to say about 408, but I prefer to keep it PG.
This is old Stalker unit. God, those were the days. Anyway, update you soon. Right, we're now here at Salford Central, and departing out is 156464 and 408. Heading off to Rochdale.
It's still got the XEMT interior.
Yeah, pretty much all of them do, I think, all the XEMR ones, or near enough. Quite a few of them do.
Enough that it's a sizable portion.
Yeah, we'll say that. Anyway, back here again, this time with a bit more coverage. So obviously I cleared Salford Crescent earlier, but I didn't tell you guys about Salford Central just due to the fact that we were rushing. So we're back here now, which is good. And we can talk about the station. We'll do it in a minute. So, welcome to Salford Central. This station is in the city of Salford at Greater Manchester. Technically classed as a city, which is interesting because it's basically in Greater Manchester, like right in the heart of it almost. Close to Spinningfields and Deansgate. Station opened in 1838 as a terminus on the Manchester and Bolton Railway, and was originally named Salford, so it was just called Salford. And then when Salford Crescent was built in 1988, it was renamed Salford Central just to avoid any sort of confusion. For many years the station was only served at peak times, this station was. Platforms 1 and 2 are currently in use. Platforms 3 and 4 have been disused since the early 1990s. And it's undergone a major transformation. As you can tell, it looks very modern, involving construction of a ticket office, as well as making the station building fully accessible by the use of ramps from the entrances to the ticket office, and lifts and ramps to the platforms as well. However, it was not possible to get to second, ignore me, ramped access to the trains was not possible until the second renovation to the platforms in 2023, so it has gone through a very recent renovation. So yes, that's Salford Central, and we're now going to head to our final station of the day, Clifton. What a great way to finish.
Yeah.
Update you soon. Right, arriving in now is the 1758 Northern Service to Wigan Moorgate, 158910. There is something else in the rear as well. See it go out in a minute. Okay, going out now is 158910 and something else, heading out on the 1758 Northern Service from Leeds to Wigan Moorgate. It's 158784 at the rear. Anyway, right, it's enough of filming here at Salford Central. We're going to wait for our train on our ones very soon to take us over to Clifton. Right, arriving now is the 1811 Northern Service to Southport. It is 118. Said it quietly. It's 150 118 again. This time it's on its own.
Very busy.
Quite busy. Clifton. We made it to Clifton. 15118's heading out. Right, here we are. Chris is laughing because what is this station? It's a garden. It is literally a garden. Right, okay. Well, welcome to Clifton. Manchester's least used stations.
I think I
Probably one of
Clifton.
Yeah, I think oh, actually, I don't have a Clifton near me, but yeah. Well, here's a fun fact. We've now visited every station on the series that has Clifton in it, because we also did Clifton down in Bristol. So, yes, we can take that as a positive. Anyway, yeah, Chris can't believe it, and neither can I. It's massively overgrown, and yeah, it's a garden. Yeah, the map's a state, even though that's not long been done. So,
I mean, it hasn't got Bee Network branding.
Well, it must be quite old then. Anyway, I mean, it's been looked after, I suppose, with all the plants. That's a positive. But okay, let's just quickly talk about the station in a minute. Let's just take this in for a minute. Right, welcome to Clifton. We've got a train passing through. It's another 150-1. It's 150 ABC.
Oh, come on!
That is the most incredible thing ever. 118 just left and 123 is following it. Oh my word.
You can't make this.
You really
up,
could
folks.
not make that up. ABC. Easy as 1, 2, 3. How on earth has that just happened? Right, okay. Anyway, welcome to Clifton, a station of what appears to be complete madness. But anyway, let's talk about the facts about the station. Now we're here. So this station is in Clifton in Greater Manchester, which was formerly called Clifton Junction. I will film trains as I'm talking. Coming through now is another 150-1. This time it's 130. Imagine if that was 120, that would have topped it. Anyway, 6th of May 1974, the station, actually no, sorry, let me start that again. The station was formerly called Clifton Junction. In 1974 it changed back to Clifton, even though the area has become known as Clifton Junction. And in the 1990s the service was reduced to 1 train per day. This station has been reduced since the 90s. This station has not had a change of frequency since the 1990s. That is poor. The closest station to Clifton Junction with a regular service now is Swinton, which is to be expected. We thought it might have been. Away on the line between Manchester and Wigan Walgate via Atherton. Local industry made good use of Clifton Junction railway station long before the advent of mass car ownership. Because
you want to see that 802 again?
Maybe.
Passing here shortly.
3 factories were established close by, enabling people to commute over here. The reason that Clifton lost its importance was because obviously mass car ownership, and the factories, I believe, shut down or just reduced in employment levels. So, and it's just not had a purpose for a long time. I mean, yeah, every station's got a purpose. This is a Manchester suburban station, so it's got a purpose in its own right. But the fact that Swinton is also very close to here, and this station only gets 1 train per day in each direction, which is a factor also add to this, by the way. It's 1 train per day in each direction here.
The fact that we're the only ones who got off that train.
Yeah, we're the only ones who got off that train, and the other one got cancelled. So yeah, it's been a fun day. Anyway, right, we'll update you shortly. Okay, so with Clifton done. Fun fact, this station doesn't even have departure boards. In fact, it's got nothing to indicate next trains because there's only 2 trains. As yes, there's it's not really worth spending money on departure boards when there's only 2 trains a day. It's kind of maybe a waste to them, but it makes sense, I guess. Anyway, so with that in mind, I'm going to finish the video from every platform. I'm naming this one, I've got quite a snazzy name for this one. It's called Manx and Lancs, because basically that's what it is.
Manchester and Lancashire.
It's basically what we've done today, Manchester and Lancashire. It's been a brilliant day. Thank you for watching. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave in the comments because we'll get back to them as and when I can. Brilliant day. Thank you, Chris, for coming with. Thank you.
For having me.
Yeah, always. And Alex as well. Thank you both for coming along. It's been a very, very fun day as usual.
802 is a virgin.
And we're going to round off with 802.218 for the third time in this video.
Because it's funny
it's
to film
about-
at such a shack.
Yeah, a modern train at such a very old station. But you see that quite a lot, so not just here. Here it is. Off that one goes, I imagine, to Edinburgh. Might be a Glasgow though. I think it will be Edinburgh because I think they do the same runs. But it might swap to Glasgow, who knows.
It's in Edinburgh.
Yeah, I thought so. Edinburgh. I did think they stuck to the same ones. Right, anyway. Today's been fantastic. We've had such fun, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's been brilliant as always. We're now going to go and catch a bus back into central Manchester.
After
where-
quite a hike.
Yeah, we're going to go walk it. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm going to go back to my hotel, fall asleep because of my ordeal. If anyone wants to know, because I did say at the beginning of the video what happened, I was meant to get the 1727 cross country out from Plymouth to get up to Manchester Airport where I'm staying nearby. And unfortunately, whilst I was on the way to Plymouth, about 15 minutes before the departure time of the train, actually no, it was a little while before, but I was already on my way to Plymouth and I couldn't do anything about it. The train started short of Newton Abbot, so I had to get the 1827 and I ended up back in Manchester Airport at gone 1 AM. It is what it is, it happens, but yeah, I was very tired when I arrived, so I have been a bit tired today, but I've managed and we've done everything. So anyway, thank you for watching, see you next time, bye.